Okay. So I saw something today. I'm always working out an inner struggle in my head, which eventually I'll work them all out and I'll have peace. Because we're always just kind of in an inner conflict between what we truly know is right and good and true for ourselves. And then there's all the other versions of us, you know, the one that listens to our parents and does what they say and doesn't question, is that true for me? The one that wears a mask and pretends to be someone they're not just to be liked, to have things. I don't know. There's all these versions of us. There's like the warrior who just wants to stand up for justice. There's so many parts of us. Strong ones for the right reasons. And some versions of us, are just the chatter in your head where it's usually other people's words. But now you have this little irritating voice in your head that's telling you all of these nasty things that you just are like, what the fuck? Shut up. Anyway, so I saw this thing. It was a bus. And all of these different versions of me, we were all in the bus. And my higher self was the bus driver. And the bus driver was plugged in to a GPS, you know, which is source. And the path the bus was driving on was also source. I don't know. So it was like my higher self had the wheel connected to source, knowing what to do because that's what we're following. We're following what is good and right and best for ourselves and what makes us feel good and avoiding what doesn't. Just leaning into source and trusting the path because there's like I couldn't see out the window of the path. It was like all grayed out. Like you couldn't see the road. And source was like the GPS through the higher self, which I don't know how that worked, but anyway. So, and then there's all of these other versions of me on the bus. Chittering, chattering, just chaos. And then I heard to align all versions, all parts of myself with my higher self. To like mentally do it, to visualize it, to just get them all working together so that our higher selves can hear source more clearly because we can't see where we're going. So our higher self needs to be able to know and to hear source, to follow the messages. So we stay on the right path that is meant for us, that source is created for us to follow, to experience the things that source wants us to experience, and to experience them through us in our human vessel, in our human experience. So when you quiet your mind and you maybe kick different versions of yourself off the bus, like, you know what? Fuck this. We're opening the door. and they're getting booted off the bus. You know? To protect your peace. You got them in your head. You have all of these voices in your head. If it's not making you feel good, if it's not true, kick it off the bus so that your higher self can clearly hear where to go. So we're being led and guided. Just have to be able to understand it to allow it to happen. Wow. This Earth game is just a massive clusterfuck that we chose to experience just to take up time, I guess. And we wrote the story. And we've chosen all of this for ourselves. Really? Was that really? I mean, that's my understanding. After, I don't know, a couple of years of going down rabbit holes and exploring what felt interesting, like what resonated. Oh, when something resonates and it like tings in your heart, it's connecting to your higher self. And you know it's for you. Pay attention. Everybody on the bus needs to be paying attention and not on their phones and not up somebody else's ass asking questions or, working too much so they have no energy to do anything. Yeah, we all need to be present on the bus. I guess we can see around us, Yeah, that was part of it. I could see out the passenger windows, but I couldn't see out the front. So all of my little selves are having an experience simultaneously. Because they can see what's going on. Don't know where this is going. We don't. So if they're aware of what's going on in the moment, they can all work together to allow our higher selves to really connect to source. Okay, if any of this made sense to you, leave a bus emoji. If you're just here because you think I'm pretty, leave a flower. And I will thank you right now. That's really not why I'm here, though. So I really hope you get some source messages out of my videos. Because that's why I'm here. Thank you.